slick your hair. Come along with me.
It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party. That's the place to be.
Spread the news everywhere. Listen to that band. It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party. Let's give him a hand.
The three little pigs and the big bad wolf are playing piggy bank.
There's Minnie dressed in her Sunday best, and Donald Duck with his quack, 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 quack.
Ring those bells, toot those horns.
Let the world be gay. It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party. What a holiday! M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S. See you real soon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disney Reel to Reel. A deep, 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 deep delve into the Disney animated canon. I am Wyatt, former head of Metro Goldwyn. Goldwyn.
It's okay, Peepaw. You can sit down.
Goldwyn. Who's Goldwyn? Oh, whatever. Paramount Studios.
Oh my god. I was not expecting you to start out like that.
Yep.
Uh,
And who might you be?
I'm Rayleigh. And I was blindsided multiple times today.
What my ward is telling you now is that today we are gathered here to celebrate the life and career of one of my esteemed clients, whose star continues to shine brighter than the stars in the heavens. Mr. Michael Theodore Mouse. Oh, Rayleigh, gosh, I'm sorry I'm so late. I didn't mean to be this late. What did I miss?
I don't know how to describe what you just missed.
What? What was it?
Do you not see the dead man on the floor? Died as soon as he finished saying a name?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Mickey Mouse. We're talking about Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Michael. Yes. Man, he and I were schoolmates back in the day. What a loss.
You know, I think I used to play golf with him sometimes, but we kind of lost contact.
Yeah, he started hanging out with that Minnie Mouse and things were never the same.
Yeah.
Lost another one to the Straits.
Another one.
Another one. All right, so if anyone was willing to stick around after that weirdness, today we're talking about a TV special from the late 70s. It's called Mickey's 50.
Indeed.
But before we get into that, we have to ask our personal Disney question.
Yes.
I guess we can part the kimono a little bit for the listeners. We're not exactly vibing with this special.
I had a few moments right before recording this.
Yes.
Had a few moments.
So I think a really fitting question to kick us off is, what is your Disney pet peeve?
the idolization of Walt Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves because yes, he was a very creative man. He did do quite a lot for the world of animation, but he was also a prick,
Yeah.
and people should acknowledge that.
At least a little bit more.
At least a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I didn't detect, like, the rosy retrospection in the Disney fan community.
Absolutely.
And now I think by doing this, I've come to the point where, like, I like him. I love the output that his studio and his company and his enterprise has turned out for everyone. But I don't know, he's giving off P.T. Barnum vibes.
Yeah, like I mean, you can do good while also not being that great of a person. So
Yeah.
I totally understand, like, I mean, giving him credit is good. Give
Mhm.
him credit for what he did.
Yeah.
But he's not perfect.
No.
And people need to stop acting like he was.
Yeah. And it gets even worse when you talk about social politics and his role in that, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to name names, but I did find some screenshots of some really tone-deaf Instagram comments.
Oh, they were
You know who
they
you
were
are.
awful.
They were awful. And you know who you are. But it doesn't even matter because I don't even think they listen to this podcast. So
I mean, yeah, not naming names. I kind of hope they're not listening because I don't want that kind of tone deaf talk in my audience.
I don't want that kind of talk around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to emphasize for listeners. It was I was like, I literally could not breathe for like 2 seconds because I was looking at it and I was like, they said that with their full chest. I'm like, they
Yep.
typed that out and then hit send.
Yes.
I'm just
And I just sent you one comment. If I think I'm referring to the one you're thinking about.
I mean, you sent me 2 different ones.
Yes.
One
One of them had to do with a guy talking about Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yes.
And then the commenter had to thank him for reminding him of why he had the day off.
Yeah. When the photo had nothing to do with like that. It was Martin Luther King Jr. and his children. Like,
on the Magic Skyway.
yeah, it's like
Right.
that. Why did you even need to say that? It's like that had nothing to do with the photo.
Nope.
It was just a nice historical photo of like a guy and his kids, like
At the New York World's Fair.
at the New York World's Fair.
But
the
all right,
other
make it about you.
the other comment was
It was addressing the roustabouts and the crows in Dumbo.
yes.
And I will just say that I made the dumb choice of continuing to correspond with this person.
Oh.
And then they responded by saying, well, wouldn't you think the ringmaster's exaggerated Italian mannerisms are also a problem? And I was like, dude, the ringmaster is German.
The ringmaster's German.
And then I dropped it. And then they just kept going.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's just, I swear. Oh, just accept the L.
Yeah.
But that was something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really ugly. That's actually, honestly, my biggest pet peeve, but now I have to get creative and make up something else.
Mhm.
My Disney pet peeve is I'd almost go as far as to say it's like a sexist reading of the old Disney princess movies.
Mm.
I'm getting really tired of people spreading the falsehood that characters like Snow White and Cinderella exist to be rescued by men and that they have no purpose in life other than to be rescued. They're damsels in distress. And
Yeah, no.
clearly the people making these criticisms have not watched those films in years. So
I mean, what makes me most mad is when people talk about Cinderella. I'm like, did we even watch the same movie?
exactly, and we talked about that on our
Yeah,
ranking
we
episode.
did talk about this, but like, it's literally so frustrating. I'm like, she's literally look. She deserves to have something easy come to her for once.
Yes.
Like, her dad. Okay, first of all, her mom dies.
Mm-hmm.
Then her dad marries a horrible woman.
An ice queen.
Not literally.
Not literally, but you know.
Not Elsa, someone else.
Yeah.
And then her dad dies, and then her stepmom forces her into servitude.
And then she keeps her in the attic, basically.
Yeah, it basically in a fucking attic.
It's like the really sweet Disney version of have you read Jane Eyre?
I've not.
Okay, well I think fuck. It's been a while. Hold up. All I need to remember is the name of her love interest. Hold on. Oh god, I'm so sorry everyone. Edward Fairfax Rochester. It turns out that his former wife is also kept up in the attic, and she is quite mad and insane. So I'm surprised that Cinderella turned out as well as she did.
Yeah. I mean, her only company were literal animals.
Yeah,
Like the fucking mice and the birds.
yeah.
I'm very surprised that she turned out as mentally sound as she is.
Yep.
So I think she deserves a little help.
Yeah. And the fact that like you and I disagree on Snow White and Aurora, but we both agree that Cinderella is the MVP.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. She is objectively the best.
Cinderella is just objectively the best princess. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just
Well, of the early three.
yeah, of like the early yeah.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I don't I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So I don't feel like we need to explain ourselves, at least until we get into the deep dives.
Yeah.
But yeah. So with that, we're gonna be talking about Mickey's 50th. It's been close to a week since we first saw this.
Yes.
Never seen it before.
Yeah. Definitely never seen it before. Let's just say there were some surprises.
There were some surprises. Some of which I was really happy about, and then some that I was like, WTF.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, some of the surprises were nice. I just like, I guess like one example that's like not too getting into things.
Mhm.
Like when like one of the like older Mouseketeers like made like a little cameo and like talked about what it was like on the Mickey Mouse Club. That was nice. That was cute.
Was that
It was
Annette
like
Funicello?
yeah, Annette Funicello. I was like, that's kind of cute. They got one of the Mouseketeers to come back.
Yeah.
She was also beautiful.
Yeah. She was still rocking that beehive.
Yeah, and I was floored. She was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. But other than that, that was like a nice positive thing that I liked about it. You know,
Mhm.
some of the people from like the far reaches of like Disney canon
Yeah.
coming in and being like, you know, here's what I liked, or like, you know, happy birthday, you know, like it's just nice and sweet. I
Yeah.
liked
Or
when it was
here's why
nice and
Mickey's
sweet.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, this is very 1970s.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not just talking about the video quality.
Not just the video quality, but like we get what is it like a 3-part stop motion live action film that centers around a man played by filmmaker Mike Jitlov,
Hmm.
who is tormented by his vast collection of Mickey merchandise. And you have to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
It's so strange. But yeah, I guess I'm in the same boat. Like, it was weird, but also quite cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. But general information. This special aired on NBC on the 19th of November, 1978 on The Wonderful World of Disney. Which in itself was renamed in 1969 because the initial title, Wonderful World of Color, was deemed irrelevant because ABC, NBC, and CBS were all broadcasting their own shows in color.
Yep.
And Disney remained with the network until 1981, I believe, because of how bad the ratings got over time. Also, they only had released like 2 animated films onto the network for
Yeah.
like public showing. I think it was Alice in Wonderland and Dumbo. But I think they like trimmed Alice down by like 15 minutes.
How dare they?
I know, it's terrible.
That's heresy.
It's heresy. But I mean, Walt allowed it because it was like that up through, I think it was first shown in 1954.
Mhm.
So they had his blessing, but still not cool.
Yeah.
The special runs for 90 minutes. It is the 9th episode of the 25th season.
Those are
So they were
sitcom numbers.
Yeah, well, it's just like in a time when Disney was only running merchandise, television, theme parks, film. Like they weren't owning everything at this point.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's like, how you gonna Disney? How you gonna Disney? Through TV.
Obviously.
Obvi. But some of the guests that appear in this special are Ken Berry, Diane Cannon. I actually really liked her bits. They were fun. We also have Johnny Carson, Charo, Hans Conried, Betty Davis, Sally Field, Gene Kelly. Oh my god. I
Yeah.
did not expect him to be there.
I did not either.
And it was a welcome addition. Also Ava Gabor, Sterling Holloway, Helen Hayes, and we might as well just rip the Band-Aid off right now. O.J. Simpson is here.
Yeah, that the first time, okay, yeah, like the first time I watched this, I don't think I was like fully paying attention to like the video. I was like just listening.
Mm-hmm.
And just whenever I rewatched it like this morning, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like squinting at my screen. I was like, is that the fucking Juice?
Oh my god.
I was like, the guy who wrote If I Did It, is that
Did I get that right?
is that O.J. Simpson? And then to my fucking surprise, yeah, it's fucking O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
And like you said, he's like one of 2 black speakers in this program.
Yes,
And
the
it's
other
like,
one is LeVar Burton,
yes.
who actually, when I saw him, it's like he looked oddly familiar, but I couldn't recall where I'd seen him. And
Yeah.
it turns out that he was the host and producer of the show Reading Rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So he was actually a decent guy and not O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah. So, how do we go about this? I don't actually have like a structured outline for how to cover things.
Yeah. I guess we can kind of stream of consciousness this.
Hmm.
I guess yeah, like what do we want to start with?
I guess the biggest thing would be that this special came out at a time when we were feeling that hardcore golden age of Hollywood nostalgia.
Mhm.
And it's weird. Like, the Walt Disney Company has always treated Mickey Mouse like a studio star and like a symbol and an icon. And yet it's weird to think of him as being a star under the old studio system.
Yeah.
That honestly explains why I did that old person voice at the
Yeah.
beginning. I was like, Mr. Michael Mouse will make 25 pictures in 1 year? Put him on amphetamines.
Make sure he has regular access to uppers and downers so he can handle the lifestyle.
Handle the 13-hour work days. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, I don't. Yeah,
I don't-
it's strange to think back on that, and I'm like, it's just it's a strange thought.
Yeah. And especially because the only Mickey content we've really talked about up to this point was his turn in Fun and Fancy Free.
Yes.
And it's weird how that was like that was kind of like a shift for him, I guess, because of, Walt passing the baton over to Jimmy McDonald. But in terms of his role in the film, like, it was very minimal.
Mhm.
And oh yeah, because we were talking about how they kept having issues with him not doing anything like flawed or crass or things like that.
Mhm.
But after 50 years, you're just being like, I liked when that mouse did blackface.
I did not.
No, I do not either, but yeah, we should also address that not only did they have 2 black speakers, but they also included
They included
2 clips.
footage. Yeah, like they included footage
Yeah, from
a minstrel show.
It was the first, quote unquote, first synchronized sound film made in America in 1927 called The Jazz Singer. Featured a guy named Al Jolson in blackface.
Yeah.
And then the other piece was from a 1933 Mickey cartoon called Mickey's Melodrama, in which Mickey and the gang put on a minstrel show version of the novel Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe.
What threw me the most was that they didn't even like acknowledge it.
Yeah.
They just played the footage and didn't say anything about it being blackface.
Yep.
And they had 2 black speakers. I'm just I was speechless.
Yeah. It honestly made me feel like including them was almost obligatory.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh man, the liberals are going to be on our ass if we don't include any more representation. Let's put them in there. When it's like, no. You should have put them... Maybe O.J. Simpson wouldn't be at the top of your list, but...
At least he seemed like genuinely passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta give him that. He did seem like really excited to be on this.
Yeah. Good lord.
And then he went on to kill his wife. I mean, allegedly kill his wife. I mean, he probably did it. He definitely did it.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Uh, what else? Uh,
um. So let me see if I can find it. I have the video pulled up.
mm,
Um.
so do I.
do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, there's OJ. I'm
Yeah.
like scrolling through the video. Um. I remember there was one part where they talked about Mickey and Minnie's relationship.
Yes. On screen and off.
Yeah, on screen and off. I don't remember where that was. Oh, it's like in like the 30-minute range.
Hmm. No.
30 to 40-minute range.
Yeah. And that's where Charo comes in.
Yes, she was a surprise.
Yeah.
um, but the the stark shift from like them being like super lovey-dovey with each other to suddenly having like a very on and off again relationship was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, honestly, I was sitting there thinking like this is like one of the most dysfunctional relationships I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
uh. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the one where she was given that box of chocolates, but then she saw there was a bone in it or something.
Yeah, I don't know for yeah. But also like the difference between like the older, shorts and then like the newer
Oh, okay.
stuff as
Yeah.
well.
The one where she threw
Um
the cake at him.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also like her bringing in Mortimer to make him jealous. Like I'm
Yeah.
like what? This is so strange.
Yeah. We might actually get into some of those, but I was going to go ahead and ask, like, which. I know we don't have titles in front of you right now, but, like, which ones do you feel like you'd be interested in exploring for a future episode?
Let's see. The one where Donald Duck got introduced. I feel like
With
that one
the dog?
with Pete. Yeah.
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 That's called the Puppy Napper.
Okay, yeah. That one might be fun cuz
Okay.
Donald Duck's so teeny.
Yeah. And
Um
actually, that wasn't his first short, but that was the first one where he got into Mickey Mouse canon.
yeah. And maybe the Olympics one.
Barnyard Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um and then what was it? Like Through the Mirror? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, the one where he dances with the cards.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Those were the ones that like popped out the most to me, I think.
Yeah. Can we talk about Mickey's Nightmare?
The one with the children?
Yes. I do not want to cover that for its own episode.
I do not.
What the fuck was up with that?
I just that was one of like I don't okay. The way they talked about it was almost like sexist towards men.
Yeah.
like like they were talking about it like, oh, Mickey, after that dream decided that like he's not meant for fatherhood. He's gonna be a forever bachelor, and I'm like that. Why are you talking about my man's like that? He just had a nightmare. Like he was probably startled.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, it's scary becoming a parent.
It's scary becoming a parent, but I don't want to open this door too far.
Yeah.
But it's weird to think of a Disney character as a parent.
It is.
And to think that Goofy's the only one.
Yeah, who canonically had sex and had a child.
Isn't that... Yes? Yes. Sorry. Don't worry, we're just talking about Goofy having sex.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Anyway.
I will say I'm glad he did because Goofy movie slaps.
He is a really good dad.
He is. He tries.
Yeah. So, were there any guest stars who... before you answer, I will apologize because I did not expect us to run into Edgar Bergen again.
Again, yeah.
I did not expect that.
The fucking puppets.
Yep.
The fucking puppets, dude. I was like, why are they here?
Why?
I can't escape them.
I did not do this on purpose. I was just like, hey, there's this weird thing that Rayleigh might like. I don't know. But then I was like, oh shit, the puppets.
The fucking puppets. I will say there was also a Mickey Rooney jump scare in here.
Yeah. Yes, I was gonna... You know what? I had so many ideas for intros for this episode, and one of them was gonna be, I'm Wyatt, and I think we have found our third person to put on the shit list.
Yeah, Mickey Rooney.
But
This
no, I think we
fucking
might have to spread it out a little more to put OJ in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. How are we gonna rank it so far? Number 4 is Mickey Rooney. Number 3 is OJ Simpson. Number 2 is Sigmund Freud, and number 1 is Sia.
Fuck you, Sia. I will say, my first, this is so stupid. And I don't know if I doubt any of our listeners would understand this. But my first introduction to Mickey Rooney was not through like any of his work.
Oh?
My first introduction to Mickey Rooney was in fact a letter that he wrote and later like shared with the press to they basically like wrote to like the what is it, the MPAA, like what the people that like rate movies.
Yeah. G, PG, PG-13.
Yeah. So he
R.
wrote to those people. And this was when did this movie come out? Hold on.
Is it Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No.
Okay, good.
This is about a horror movie. 1974. Okay, so this is in 1974 or like 73, like right before it came out. He wrote about a little movie called Black Christmas. And how it was an affront to American sensibilities. And that it should not be allowed to like play in theaters. Because it was like perverting
Wholesome American values.
yeah.
Well, just to fill me in, have you seen Black Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, I have not. So what would he have to be upset about?
The fact that like it's a Christmas set horror movie.
Okay.
And that's basically the only reason he was mad.
Okay.
And I mean, to be fair, a lot of people were pretty outraged by it at the time, but also shut up. It's actually like a cornerstone of the horror genre.
So this is just a matter of what we said about the Snow White remake, and it's like, you don't have to make this everybody's problem.
Kind of, yeah. It's like, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my first introduction to Mickey Rooney, so he was already on my shit list before anything else.
Yeah. At least I have the privilege of watching him with Judy Garland first.
Yeah.
And even then I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
Oh, those fucking Andy Hardy movies. Ugh. He always acts like he's the hot shit around Carvel. Meanwhile, she's just like the in-between teenager girl
Yeah.
who isn't hot enough. I'm like, nobody is that hot. But
Yeah.
but okay. Great to make her feel that way. All right, anything that makes us happy. Oh, Ava Gabor.
Yes.
Ava Gabor, she was fabulous. She always is, but
The I don't know what the actual, like, it might have been like the Mickey Mouse Club song. The one where like they do like the it's like almost 50 minutes in, 51 minutes in. And it's when they have like multiple versions of it.
yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was like really sweet, honestly. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun song, and the fact that like so many people like remember it.
Yeah.
It's like obviously it was a very important thing for quite a few childhoods.
I think the boomers have made it stay that way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse kid, so MICKEYMOUSE, you know, like that's my shit.
Yeah. And I am NICKIMINAJ. Clubhouse. NICKIMINAJ. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Oh
Okay,
my god.
What else?
I hate to think that I'm at that point with this special.
Yeah, it's like this special, I should say. Okay, the runtime of this special is 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 33 seconds. There is not
counting the commercial at the end.
Counting the commercial at the end. Let me see.
Because Pinocchio got re-released to theaters that year, so yeah.
Right. Okay, so the actual runtime would be closer to 1 hour and 3 minutes. Almost 4, but there is not that much content in in this 1 hour long special.
There's not this much content that we wouldn't be better off breaking down in a different context.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these are Mickey Mouse cartoons, it's like I'd feel better about talking about them on their own episode than I would in conjunction with this. So in essence, I apologize. I didn't know it would turn out like this.
Okay, hold on. The like one of the first fucking speakers, like this Peter Sellers.
Yes.
I couldn't tell if he was doing a bit.
I think he was doing a bit.
Okay, because I genuinely could not tell.
I genuinely thought he was brain dead.
I couldn't tell if he was genuinely couldn't do fucking 53 minus 50 or if he was doing a bit. Like
Keep in mind, this man has a Pink Panther plushie hanging off his balcony, so
yeah. And is he like smoking something?
I think so. And he's got like an alcoholic beverage on the table
Or
in
no,
front of
he's
his veranda
holding
facing the ocean.
no, he's holding the mic that should be pinned to his shirt.
Ah, yes. Okay, yeah, it's the
He's
mic.
yeah, he's holding it. And then the camera keeps like steadily like zooming into his face.
Yep.
It's like this is like a shit post before shit posts were a thing.
This is also from that lovely period when every man had a receding hairline and had to put it in toupee.
Yes, and he's wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Yep.
And he's wearing those very specific like 70s sunglasses
Yep.
that have like they're like super huge and they have like the gradient. It's kind of beautiful, honestly. I gotta
It's
give
kind
it
of
to him.
70s.
It's very 70s.
Oh my god. He might as well be hanging out at what's that resort, the Disney resort that's like facing the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, the Polynesian?
Yeah, he might as well be chilling at the Polynesian.
Yeah.
But he's not.
I'm like there are a couple hotels that are like right near
Yeah,
Magic
yeah.
Kingdom.
There's also the Grand Floridian.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the Contemporary?
I think so.
I think the Contemporary. That's the one where where it's like a big triangle, I think. You know what I'm talking
I don't
about?
think that one's. I don't think that one's close to it.
Well, I mean, the monorail goes right through it. Yeah, it's walking distance to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. I was thinking of I think it's next to the Swan and Dolphin thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of that triangle.
Sorry, it's more like a trapezoid, I should say. The Contemporary is more like a trapezoid. Not really a triangle.
We're literally talking about shapes. So bored.
We're talking about shapes instead of talking about this fucking.
Oh no!
I will say, hearing about how Mickey Mouse fucking bombed before adding sound is a little funny.
Yeah, that's actual fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some things in specials like this that you gotta watch out for because I don't know if Disney had a big puffed out chest in 1978, but they were still into like mythologizing the brand and the man and everything.
Yeah.
But yes, it was true that he was not successful until sound came in.
Yeah. Like the two I think they talk about like two shorts, right?
Yeah, the
They talk about
Plane Crazy
Yeah. And
the
then
Gallopin' Gaucho.
Yeah. And yeah, like they say they just fucking bombed.
Yeah.
They did horribly.
Yeah.
And then sound got introduced.
Yep.
And then they talk about Steamboat Willie for a little bit.
A surprisingly minimal amount of
Yeah.
time.
Which is weird because isn't that the version that is going into the public domain, kind of?
Yep.
But not really because copyright's weird.
Yeah. And it's weird because Steamboat Willie isn't even the first sound cartoon.
Yeah.
And I don't want to address the actual one because it got kind of racist. So
Yeah. So we're just gonna ignore it for now.
For now. And we will never devote an episode to it. So
Yeah.
But yeah. Who else sounded off my alarms? I'm sad that Carol Burnett wasn't in there for very long. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched her variety show at all?
I don't think so.
No. It's a mixed bag. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Like she was one of the people who had like Q&As before her shows, and those were pretty fun.
Yeah.
But a lot of her skits and stuff, it's like the G-rated version of Saturday Night Live. So
Okay.
I think she even did a Gone with the Wind skit in 1976 to commemorate the film's debut on television. And it is funnier. and they don't put any black people through the experience of playing maids and stuff like that, which is great.
The bar is on the floor.
Yes. But Dinah Shore is there.
I'm sorry, that's a really funny statement. She's there.
She's there. I don't even know if that's enough for me to give it my seal of approval, but but she's a beam of light wherever she is. So she also does a performance of Paul Simon's what's the song called? Make a new plan, Stan. No need to be coy, Roy. Oh no. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm really dumb. It's called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. That's what it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. She sings weird 70s. I don't even know if I can call it R&B, but she
It's something.
she sings that, and it's pretty good.
I will say the most awkward speakers, in my opinion, is like the trio.
Yes. Oh, Joanne Worley was there.
Yeah, Joanne Worley was there.
Represent Lowell, Indiana.
Ooh. And then also was Ruth Buzzy.
Sure.
Buzzy? I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Sure.
And then Ronnie Shell.
Yeah.
Those
guys, I know
three-
them totally.
Yeah. I'm just saying their names because I can see their names.
Yeah. I love the
I wouldn't know
I love the
them,
due diligence.
I wouldn't know them otherwise. But these three, anytime they were on screen, I was like, okay, when's their segment wrapping up? I can't. It's like, why are they standing like a fucking a cappella group? First of all.
Like they're about to take their prom portrait.
Yeah, like why are they... They're standing like it's a fucking family portrait at fucking Kohl's. Like...
You Sears looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you standing like this? Second of all, the puns are atrocious.
They are.
Third of all, what the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah. The one moment where I liked their inclusion was when they were doing the amping of the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
But that's just because I was like, oh my gosh, this means it's a really sentimental thing for boomers. And I don't know why I care so much, but but I do, so...
Yeah, but like every other time they like popped up on screen, I was like, okay, when's this gonna be over?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how could we forget? Roger Miller was there.
Yes, Roger Miller was there.
And he has a very big forehead.
Oh, so is Elton John.
Elton John's there?
Yeah, he has like the sparkly suit and he's playing the piano.
Oh, I never saw him. Where is he?
12, he looks really young.
Yeah?
Hold on. It's 12, like 47. He's really young.
That was him?
Yeah, it's Elton John.
I thought it was some guy from the Carpenters.
No, it says Elton John.
That's Elton John.
It's Elton John.
No.
Wearing a fucking Yankee cap.
No, I refuse to believe that that's Elton John. That is not him. You're telling me that's Elton John? I do not believe
What
you
did he
one
look like
second.
when he was young?
Sure, but even for then, like, where are the glasses? Where's the studded outfit? Where are the platform
Well,
boots?
he has the shiny suit.
He does have a shiny suit. That is weird.
It's him if he had hair.
No, it's him if from the head up he looks straight.
That's true, yeah. I
That
mean, like,
is wild.
I think it's him. I think that's really him.
I mean, the title name card thing underneath him says it's Elton John,
Yeah.
and I just take their word for it, and I'm like,
And if
okay.
I'm looking at like younger photos of him, it looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just
But yeah, imagine my
unusual.
surprise. I'm looking through. I go back to the beginning and I see fucking Elton John.
I can't believe it.
And then it goes straight into Dick Clark.
Oh, Dick Clark. Was he the guy who was involved with American Bandstand?
I have no idea. Um,
We're gonna be asking so many irrelevant questions.
yeah, I got no fucking clue.
Okay. That's
Okay,
cool.
yes. Okay, I looked him up. Yes, he's American Bandstand.
Okay.
From 1956 to 1989.
Yes.
He died in 2012.
Wow.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. So I think they played. I think he actually had Jefferson Airplane on his show in 1967. They
Okay.
were strange. Because I think Grace Slick, she might have been dressed in like a edgy like 60s nun outfit or something. I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute. But she was like, yeah, we just go around and we write the music that we want because we're artists and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you're like in your early 20s. Okay. We're talking about shapes. We're talking about American Bandstand. We're talking how weird Elton John looks when he's young.
Just I need. Okay. He is wearing a pink sparkly suit with a graphic T-shirt underneath,
Yep.
and then a black and white New York Yankees cap.
Yep.
I need the listeners to imagine this.
He is also clean shaven, and he
Yes.
has
And he has no
mutton
glasses
chops.
on. He has mutton chops and he has no glasses on. So it's like, it's Uncanny Valley Elton John.
Yes, it is Uncanny. You hit the nail on the head.
It's-
That is Uncanny Valley Elton John.
It's Uncanny Valley Elton John. Like, they tell me it's Elton John, but I don't see Elton John.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, like, cause like I seriously didn't know until I literally rewatched this morning and I didn't realize that was Elton John until I was looking through it to find something else to talk about, and I see at the bottom Elton John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, another short that I would like to do its own episode, I think,
Hmm?
would be the one where Mickey stomps Minnie's leg into a giant
The
line.
barn dance.
Yeah. I think that one would be funny.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I don't know if we should devote an episode to just the 1928 shorts because that's also in that lineup of Steamboat, Plane, Gaucho. So,
Mhm.
because the only thing I know about that short that's like really unique is that it's the one short where Mickey doesn't win Minnie at the end.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's worth justifying its own episode for.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep that on the list.
Yeah.
God, this episode is like, I feel like we're in an unusual state where it's like we are bleh and also really depressed.
Yeah. I mean, for being a like a birthday celebration, this sure isn't like a hyper thing.
I mean, also keep in mind there have been 2 subsequent TV specials devoted to Mickey's birthday.
Yeah.
There was one in 1988, which had its whole funky tribute thing going on. And then they did one in 2018 for the 90th. And all I will say is that it's very Disney Renaissance, Disney Revival.
Yeah.
It's
Makes
all
sense.
about those. Yeah. Which I guess is fair because this first one, it devotes a lot of time to Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But all right. That was Mickey's 50 and some of our opinions on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say this did not... It only influenced them to make more specials about their corporate symbol.
Yeah. And this wasn't even that good, so...
No. Yeah. Also, oh, I'm sorry, we did not talk about that really bad birthday song at the very end.
Oh, yeah, the really bad birthday song.
Yeah.
I just... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know?
Anyway, that was Mickey's 50. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that concludes this chapter on Disney Reel to Reel. We will actually be approaching the Halloween season very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got quite a lot of Halloween-themed content. And I'm actually willing to make it more flexible and be like, any scary sequence in a Disney animated film, we can devote some time to it. But just for focusing on Halloween stuff, we've got The Legend of Sleepy Hollow from Ichabod and Mr. Toad. We've got Night on Bald Mountain from Fantasia.
Yeah.
Although we will have to talk about Ave Maria.
Yes.
We could talk about scary stuff like Pink Elephants on Parade. If we want to get out of animation, we can talk about Hocus Pocus. And there's also a really, honestly creepy Winnie the Pooh Halloween special. It's from the mid-90s.
I remember a very specific Winnie the Pooh Halloween thing. The Hufflepuff Halloween.
Yeah, I'm referencing something that was referenced in that movie,
Okay.
but it was its own thing. It's the
Yeah.
one where Tigger's trying to... Oh, how's the song go? He's like, he wants to scare himself and everyone else. Those thrilly and chilly old willies will rise, or whatever.
Yeah.
That special was actually quite distressing. God, I hate to go out on a note like this.
I mean, it's just, it was kind of a lackluster video.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, the commentary will be lackluster as well. But I hope we brought some thought to this thing.
More than just O.J. Simpson, trapezoids, and
Elton John.
Elton John, Uncanny Valley Elton John.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think like the problem is that a lot of this is like the Mickey cartoons, but it would be better to talk about them on their own.
Yeah.
Rather than having them in this big, not quite compilation.
Yeah. That, and also I just feel like we are at our best when we talk about a time period that's like really foreign to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we may not agree with anything, like most of the stuff, but like it's just a different world.
Yeah.
We have to learn how the rules go.
You have to gotta figure it out.
it'll make it even trickier when we get to Alice in Wonderland, because not only will we have to learn about the late 1940s, but we'll also have to learn about Victorian England.
To be fair, I already know a little bit about Victorian England,
Okay, so
if just by virtue that I am very autistic about Victorian England. Fun fact, one of my special interests is the Industrial Revolution.
oh shit.
Which, I should say, not the second Industrial Revolution, the first Industrial Revolution.
Not the electric boogaloo.
Yeah. So not quite the same time period, but it's close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess the final thing, we should just make a plan for what we'll do next time.
Yes.
So what'll it be?
I
do feel like we can tackle Night on Bald Mountain at any time.
Yeah. That is kind of an anytime thing.
Yeah. Oh, also, I didn't mention we could tackle some, like, short cartoons that deal with Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a Donald Duck one called Trick or Treat from 1952. There is the Skeleton Dance as well.
Right, Skeleton Dance! My favorite!
Yes. Also, we can talk about another Mickey cartoon called The Haunted House that recycles animation from that short as well.
Love that.
All right, so
Okay, we're doing Skeleton Dance.
we are doing OG Mickey content once again.
Hopefully this will be better though.
Yes. Hopefully I get the Chili Willies.
Indeed.
All right. Until next time, y'all can reach out to us at disneyreeltoreel@gmail.com or on Instagram at disreeltoreelpodcast.
You can also reach us at disreeltoreelofficial.tumblr.com.
Lovely. All right. So until next time, please bring back the real Elton John.
Not the Uncanny Valley, please. It's a jump scare.
Have a magical day as well.
Bye-bye.
The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to toast you with a song.
Happy birthday, Mickey!
The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, little mouse. Listen while your friends all join and sing along.
The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to toast you with a song. The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Listen while your friends all join